Today's lesson is all about linking verbs. What are linking verbs? Well, linking verbs do not describe an action. Instead, they connect the subject of the sentence to a word describing it or providing additional information about it. For example, I feel tired. Tired describes me. He seems annoyed. The word annoyed describes him, and the word seems links those two together. She is a teacher. They are students. Again, the second part of the sentence, teacher and students, describe the subject. What follows the linking verb is called a subject complement because, again, it describes the subject of the sentence. There are two types of subject complements. Predicate adjectives, when what follows the linking verb is an adjective like tired or annoyed, or an adjective phrase like annoyed about the delay. And predicate nouns, that's when what follows the linking verb is a noun, like a teacher or students, or a noun phrase, for example, a teacher at the local college. In just a moment, I'll show you a list of linking verbs, and then we'll look at a lot of examples. If you want to download this lesson to save it and review it later, click on the link in the video description and enter your email address to get the free PDF. Okay, most linking verbs are related to being, becoming, and how things appear to our five senses. So the verb be, including all its forms, am, are, is, was, and were, etc., is a linking verb. Become, get, grow, and turn, when talking about a change or transformation, those are also linking verbs. Seem, appear, look, smell, sound, taste, and feel. Those are the most common linking verbs. There are a few others that are only occasionally linking verbs, and I'll talk about those at the end of the lesson, about verbs that can be both linking verbs and action verbs. But first, let's see some example sentences using linking verbs to connect the subject of the sentence to its description, the subject complement. We'll start with the verb be. I am hungry. They are friendly. He is a native English speaker. The movie was funny. My parents are retired now, but they were both doctors. We've got two linking verbs here. One is followed by a predicate adjective, retired, and the other by a predicate noun, doctors. The festival will be awesome. That's a linking verb in the future tense. Awesome describes how the festival will be. We've been busy lately. Sometimes students ask, what's the difference between a linking verb and a helping verb? Well, be is a linking verb when it is the main verb, again, followed by an adjective like hungry, awesome, or busy, or a noun like a native English speaker or doctors. And be functions as a helping verb when it's followed by a continuous form like I am studying, or a past participle as in the passive voice. The documents were stolen. Become, get, grow, turn, and go are linking verbs when talking about a change or transformation. For example, she became a famous author later in life. The weather gets cold around November. Cold describes how the weather becomes. They grew impatient after waiting for 3 hours. His face turned red with embarrassment. The crowd went crazy when the player scored a goal. We've also got the linking verbs seem, appear, and look. The children seem content. He appears unhappy. That roller coaster looks scary. And finally, the linking verbs smell, sound, taste, and feel. The cake smells good. Your plan sounds great. This meat tastes salty. My blanket feels soft. Now, some of the verbs can be linking verbs or action verbs depending on how they are used. So, go is a linking verb when describing a change or transformation. He went bald at 40 years old. He became bald. And go is an action verb when we're talking about someone going to another place, like he went to the store. Get is a linking verb when describing a change or transformation. So, I got angry when he insulted me. But get is an action verb when we're talking about receiving, buying, or other actions, like I got gifts for my birthday. I received gifts. I got this t-shirt in New York, meaning I bought this t-shirt. I got out of the car, meaning I left the car. Those are all examples of get as an action verb. Look is a linking verb when describing something's appearance. The Christmas decorations looked spectacular. And look is an action verb when we're talking about a person actively looking at or for something. We looked at the beautiful Christmas lights. He's looking for a job. Smell, taste, and feel, similarly, are linking verbs when describing a quality of the subject. So the milk smells bad. Bad describes the milk. And these are action verbs when we're talking about a person actively using their senses. So I'm smelling the milk to see if it has gone bad. We also have remain, stay, and keep. These are linking verbs when talking about continuing to be a certain way, like she remained awake all night or she stayed awake all night. They kept calm during the emergency. And they're action verbs when talking about not moving or possessing. For example, she remained at the hospital all night, or she stayed at the hospital all night. There we're talking about she's not moving. They kept their old car for many years. There we're talking about possession. Act is a linking verb when talking about someone's behavior. He acted surprised, even though he already knew about the party. And act is an action verb when talking about participating in a play, show, or movie. So he acted in the local theater's performance of Phantom of the Opera. Fall can be a linking verb when talking about becoming, especially in the expressions fall silent and fall ill. That's a more formal way to talk about getting sick. The crowd fell silent as the president began to speak. And fall is more commonly an action verb when talking about something going down. I hurt my elbow when I fell off my bike. Prove is a linking verb when talking about something being a certain way. Fixing the car proved difficult. This is often used in the structure proved to be difficult, proved to be wise, proved to be important, etc. And prove is an action verb when talking about showing or demonstrating truth. The experiment proved that the scientist's theory was correct. Now you know how to use linking verbs. Go ahead and download the PDF of this lesson and also try to create your own example sentences. If you want to learn more English grammar, come join my advanced grammar course, which helps you learn grammar easily and use it confidently. You can find that course at my website, espressoenglish.net.